to select the clone stamp tool. We want the hardness to be pretty hard since we're just going to be removing this little piece down here. And all we do is just select a point that has none of that thing. Alright, make a line through this. We're going to make another line across to straighten it out and just clone away. And right here, it doesn't really matter where I'm cloning from because there's just a lot of stuff. There's not much to bring from the side that has nothing, so I'm just cloning it out with what I had. Alright, at the end, I'm noticing that it looks kind of smooth when I'm looking at it on the screen, so I'm going to try and break that up by adding some noise. I'm just going to drag it down till it looks like what the rest of it looks like. I could mess with it a little bit more, but that noise should be enough to break it up. Alright, now I'm going to try and tackle these power lines. Alright, when you're cloning out power lines, you want to make your brush small, about the size of what you're going to be removing. Notice I'm doing that, and I'm doing it from one side or the other. I'll go one side, next side, left, right, and just clone it out. Now, if you do that, you get a more accurate thing when you do a straight line. See, it does it like that. And then we come down. You can also do it all the way down one straight line if it's like light tones. As you can see, it left some mess there, but I'll get back to that later, so I won't worry about it now. You just clone out everything. It's not that hard. It just takes time. You just clone, wipe it out. I'm not worrying about all the mismatched colors that it's creating right now because, like I said, I'll be fixing that in a minute. I'm just taking care of these power lines. It's pretty easy. They're straight lines. Toners to say. Alright, now we're going to try and fix up those mismatched things we made. I'm just going to use the smudge tool and smudge it around a little bit. And get back to cloning. Alright, here we go. Cloning, just more of the same. That's all cloning is. It's more of the same. It's more about what you do with problem areas than anything else. This stuff is just basic cloning it out. Now for this light pose, you can do the same thing. You can do one straight line since all the tones seem to match up, so that's what I did. Just cloning out all the little mess that I made while I was moving it. It's not that bad. Just get rid of them. When it gets to edges like this, like in the trees, where you can definitely see a line, you want to break that line up so it's not so visible. It doesn't look like a straight line. And then we just go for more cloning, and even more cloning. Alright, right here, the thing in the background, I wanted this little thing to be showing a little bit better, so I decided to remove whatever that was in the background. Give it a little bit more definition. Although you can't see it when you zoom out, but it's there. Alright, at this point, all this red stuff is starting to get to me. I keep seeing it and it's very distracting. So I'm going to take care of that in a little bit. Just, like I said before, you don't want the lines to show through where you have edges. So I have trees, I'm just going to get rid of these lines, break them up. You don't really have to do it, because when you zoom out you don't see it, but since I'm working this close I can see it very well, so I'm just going to take it out. It's still visible to me, but once you zoom out it's way harder to see. Alright, now we still have these lines here, and I'm like looking for something to sample and put over it so it breaks it up. So takes them from way over there and bring it in. See, when you zoom out, you can't see it, so it's there. Just go back to more line cloning. You want to get as close as you can to seeing the little details, because if you don't get close, you'll miss stuff and Then when you go to zoom in and look at it, you'll see what's messing up. So I'm just cloning it out, clone out, clone out, clone out. Alright, this post behind it, I left it in an earlier edit and it didn't look too good, so this time I'm just cloning it out. I mean, you can leave it if you want. It just didn't look right after I had finished it, so this time I'm taking it out. The window just looks like one big window, and there you go. So now we got more stuff over here. Grab the smudge tool and I'm smudging it up, trying to, break up that pattern and stuff. Alright, so now those two are missing. So now I want to get rid of all that red stuff, so I'm just going to make a black layer, turn it to color, and then paint with black where I want the red to show through. That way it's not like seeped into all the other places. So I'm just painting it back in where it was supposed to be and leaving it off where it's not supposed to be. Now you'll see me turning the black and white layer off and on, trying to see where I might have messed up while I was painting it back in, because it's not going to be 100% perfect. So I'll just try and get it as close as possible. So turning it off and on, you see, noticing some spots that are missed because of the feather on the brush. I could have just turned it off, but nah, I'm being lazy. So I'm just painting it back in where it should be. This way it's not bleeding all over the place and I'm not seeing it. It's not distracting me as much. So I'm just painting it where it needs to be and leaving it off where it doesn't need to be. Painting, more of the same. I mean, it's just putting back the color where it's supposed to be. This way, if I do have spill, it's only a little bit. So I'm like turning it off and on, trying to see where I messed up. So I'm just doing that, and I'll do it until I feel comfortable with it. And so you turn it off like crazy, on and off, blink, blink. And that's pretty much it. And I just merge it down since I really didn't make any changes, just fix the color.